Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket for Friday, the 22nd of January. Today on the show, things are unraveling, Elder Scrolls Online is trying to steal your neighbor's dog, and I chat to an achievement hunter. Alright, here's what's been making headlines. EA has been forced to abandon their trademark application for Unravel. Way back in June of 2015, the US Patent and Trademark Office refused to let EA register the name as it too closely resembles a children's tabletop game called Barry's Unravel Game. You've played it. EA were given 6 months to contest, but chose instead to forfeit the dispute. Cowards! Officially abandoning their case today. Speaking to GameSpot, an EA representative calmed nerves by assuring people that the trademark application does not impact the game title of Unravel, and they're looking forward to the game launching on February 9th. Next up, Microsoft has announced changes to the way they're releasing backwards compatible titles for the Xbox One. When the backwards compatibility project started back in November, Microsoft announced that it planned to unveil new titles in batches once a month. However, in response to community feedback, they'll now be announcing each title as it's ready. Along with this change, they dropped their last batch, which includes the likes of The Witcher 2 and CS:GO. And now for some sad news. The Thieves Guild is coming to Elder Scrolls Online. Yay! ZeniMax Online Studios announced overnight that they'd be bringing the popular faction to their MMO. There's no official release date yet, but it will be the first content pack for the game for 2016. And finally, Korean game company Smilegate has invested $40 million into Payday 2 developer Starbreeze. The 10-year deal allows Starbreeze to develop, publish, and distribute a new first-person co-op game based on Smilegate's online shooter, Crossfire. All right, moving on, it's Thing of the Day. Thing of the Day. In Just Cause 3, Oh Mr. Enigma sent one lucky civilian on the ride of their life. Unfortunately, it was also the last ride of their life. Thing of the Day. I'm joined now by Jeff Ramsey from Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter. Jeff, thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.
So first of all, can you just let me know how Achievement Hunter sort of evolved from being an offshoot of Rooster Teeth to being the sort of monolithic, enormous cornerstone of the network that it is?
Well, it started as a side project.
Yeah.
And then I realized kind of quickly that if I made it successful, I would never have to go back to making Red vs. Blue again. So,
right, because you're on record as going, don't want to do that anymore.
Well, it's, I did it for 7.5 years.
Yeah.
And it was a lovely 7.5 years.
Yeah.
But, after, I don't have that much of an attention span.
So it was kind of like you had all this pressure and you're like, I gotta make this thing work, man. Like, I can't go back.
Yeah, I can't go back to my day job of playing
totally.
video games. I gotta find a different way to play video games.
Yeah. And so how much involvement is there now with the rest of the Rooster Teeth guys, like in the, I guess, oversight and creation of what you guys do at Achievement?
There's a ton of collaboration in the sense that Rooster Teeth has so many different productions, and Achievement Hunter is a very talent-heavy production.
Yeah.
And so we mix and match, and our guys will appear in a lot of the other Rooster Teeth stuff. And you can't help but have like creative bleed over, and and if you have like 2 of our guys will go over and do a podcast for another part of Rooster Teeth. And,
yeah.
The two things will end up feeding into each other. But as a core group, Achievement Hunter runs fairly autonomously. When we started Rooster Teeth, it was like 3 or 4 really close friends in a spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Just working passionately on a project. And then as we grew, our spare bedroom got bigger and bigger, and more people got invited into the spare bedroom, and then they would show up and not leave, and suddenly they'd been working there for 2 or 3 years. And so it was awesome, and watching Rooster Teeth and being a part of Rooster Teeth growing from a company of like literally 3 people or 4 people to, eventually 60 at the time, was pretty fantastic, but I never wanted to leave the bedroom.
Yeah, you sort of lost that tiny community.
Yeah, and so as Achievement Hunter was evolving, I thought, I'll make a new bedroom and put it in a box in the middle of Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, because you like literally did. It was just this tiny office.
Yeah.
That just you couldn't even walk around each other without bumping in.
And we maintained that for about, 4 years, and then the bedroom grew and grew, and
so does that mean
it's the price of success.
So does that mean pretty soon you're gonna leave Achievement Hunter and start a new bedroom? Like you just plant bedrooms all over the internet?
I like the idea of planning bedrooms all over the internet.
Yeah.
I could never leave Achievement Hunter, but you never know. There's always room for new bedrooms.
Yeah, cool.
I'll say that.
A lot of the videos seem way more unplanned and spontaneous, and I think I read that you said that you sort of shifted your model from knowing exactly what you were going to do each week to sort of coming in on a Monday and winging it.
Yeah.
Is that still the case?
It absolutely is, and I think that was necessary. The price of success, I guess, if there's a price of success, at least in the regards to this, was like we would create a show and it would become popular, and then you would look up and we'd be on episode 120.
Yeah.
And then we'd go to episode 230 of the other show, and it kind of started to feel a bit formulaic.
Yep.
And I always thought that the beauty of making content on the internet and a production like Achievement Hunter is the immediacy of creativity. And you can have an idea on a Monday morning, and by 2 in the afternoon on Monday, an audience will tell you what they think of it.
Yeah, totally.
And we kind of got locked into this schedule. It didn't kill our ability to do that, but it kind of hampered it. Yeah.
Right.
And so it started to feel more like a grind. And we decided it was time to break away from that.
So I guess you're like invigorated by the fact that you come in on a Monday and you're like, I don't know what we're doing. We're just gonna figure it out.
Flying without a
net.
net.
Totally. Yeah.
There's a certain amount of comfort. While it can get monotonous, there's a huge amount of comfort of coming in on a Monday and knowing, well, these are the 12 things I have to do this week.
Yeah.
And this is the time we're doing this and the time we're doing this, and so-and-so's going to be out of town, so we're going to do this instead. And now we come in and it's really like, what do you guys want to do this week?
Yeah, cool.
And then, which is awesome and terrifying all at once.
Well, I think awesome and terrifying is how it comes across on screen.
Must be time for Achievement Hunter.
Like, I think there's a good combination of like, this is really fun and this could go totally wrong at any second, but I feel like they published the video, so it must end okay.
Or if it goes wrong, we just hope you enjoy. Or
Or
it's
it went
wrong in
the
an
best
entertaining
way.
way.
Yeah, totally. So then, like, with all the shows that you now do, is there one that you have that's a favorite either to make or just that you're most proud of?
Gosh, it's actually 2 of the shows that we do that are a little longer in the tooth. We do a Let's Play in GTA every week.
Yep.
And I realize now I'm gonna give you this whole answer, and 30 minutes from now I'm gonna go, oh heck,
no.
I forgot about the
totally.
the thing I really like. But this weekly Minecraft Let's Play and a weekly GTA Let's Play, people refuse to believe we still have fun playing and making. But they're like these amazing creative sandboxes, and every week, like when we sit down and we're like, what the hell are we gonna do this week? It's like, what creative thing, what wacky thing can we build in Minecraft?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a micro version of what we're doing on Achievement Hunter as a whole. So from in a more focused way, I like that a lot. I also like any show that's user-generated content because the audience is incredibly powerful.
Yeah, you've got the Achievement Hunter community YouTube channel, which is enormous, like just unto itself.
Yeah. So and anything that we can do that leverages making the community work a little bit, but leverages their collective creativity is, I think, fantastic. So for a long time, we still have a show called Fails of the Week where the community submits in like funny glitches or fails that happen to them in video games, and we curate them and publish it and do commentary over it. That show's like, it's been going on for 5 years. The first year, we got 120,000 submissions.
Wow.
So it's like, we've never gotten, we eventually had to move them to the side, but we never even got close to getting through that first year of submissions. So there's one that's kind of new that we've only been doing for a few weeks called Presented with Comments. I always wanted to find a way to like capitalize on like how acerbic the community can be.
Yeah.
And so what we do with this show is one of our guys will go in and he'll read the comments, all the comments for our videos for the previous week, and he'll pull out the meanest or funniest or most obnoxious comments. We'll have a roundtable like game show where he'll say, what video did this comment appear in?
Yeah.
And it's like, Jack is the worst thing that's ever happened. I wish he would die of cancer. And you gotta go like, which video did they want Jack to die from?
And funnily enough, it was a video that Jack wasn't in.
And then
someone hates Jack so much, it's just like, I need to put this everywhere.
That absolutely happens, and sometimes it's like Bruce Green from Funhouse, and you're like, oh wow, somebody in the family said it, and then you have to figure out like, was it on Reddit or YouTube or on the Achievement Hunter website, and so I like that a lot.
And I guess part of the sense of, again, this sort of bedroom thing that you've been talking about is that here we make a TV show. So we make a TV show about video games every week. And everyone assumes that, like, what we're doing is just playing games all week and that's it. But there's actually a huge amount of production going on with the TV show. I feel like you're kind of responsible for the fact that people think we're just playing games a lot, because so much of those videos, like you said, you guys actually just hang out having fun in games.
If we're doing our job right, it looks like the easiest thing in the world to make
totally.
a video, like what we're doing, a Let's Play video. It's like, oh, it's just 4 friends on a couch. I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the lie.
Yeah, it's the lie, right? Yeah. And hopefully the audience never figures out until they try it for themselves.
Well, they
how
watch
much
this.
work, or they watch this. How much work actually goes into it behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I think the hardest thing in the world to do is make something look easy.
Yeah, totally.
You know.
Speaking of the community stuff that you talked about, we got a question from our audience, a guy called Daniel McCormack. Thank you very much. He said, how do you keep up with the enormous audience you've fostered over several years of creating content? And has there been a shift since you relaunched sort of Let's Play and Achievement Hunter as separate channels? Like, you've got your own sub-community.
There hasn't been a shift, but I don't know. I don't think we keep up at all. I think we just kind of hold on for dear life.
You kind of use them as game shows, like
We
comments and stuff.
We just find as many ways to I said leverage earlier, but really to incorporate them into the product.
Yeah.
Because we are a product of our community. But as far as like spinning off, like 2015 was a foundational year for Achievement Hunter. One of the things we did was spin Achievement Hunter content off of the Rooster Teeth channel into its own, even though we already had a Let's Play channel. So that year, that in itself, that process was a long, slow educational process to help people understand why we were doing it and why it made sense.
Like, what was the thinking behind that?
So the Rooster Teeth channel, and I'm speaking purely of YouTube because most of Achievement Hunter, I guess, primarily would be considered a YouTube production, whereas Rooster Teeth itself is not. I mean, you know, we would obviously prefer everybody watch Rooster Teeth content on the Rooster Teeth website.
Do it.
But the Rooster Teeth channel started to get confused as Rooster Teeth grew. You know, I mentioned that when Achievement Hunter got to a certain size and I wanted to recreate the spare bedroom, Rooster Teeth had 50 or 60 employees. Rooster Teeth has 150 employees now.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge. And it's going to grow.
You're in an airplane hangar or something is where that office is?
We were in an airplane hangar, and now we're in 3 airplane hangars.
Right, okay.
And we're once again out of space. We just moved our entire sales team into a trailer in the back, like behind the building, just in a parking lot.
Like an action movie or something.
It's terrible, and they just have like an orange extension cord that runs up to the trailer. Initially, people saw Rooster Teeth as a video game entertainment company, and a lot of that was Achievement Hunter, obviously Red versus Blue. But as stuff like our anime Ruby took off, and more of the silly live action stuff like Immersion or $1 Million Butt started to kind of take hold and do well, the content started to clash a little bit.
Yep.
And I think we wanted to protect the Rooster Teeth brand as a online comedy and entertainment property, not specifically video game related, which Achievement Hunter is.
Yeah.
Or at least in its current iteration is. So it just made sense to us to kind of make it clear to the audience, hey, if you want to watch the video game stuff, go to the Achievement Hunter channel. If you want to watch the
sort of comedy,
funny, goofy, live action comedy stuff, that's what the Rooster Teeth channel is for.
Yeah.
We already had the Let's Play channel, but the Let's Play channel I'd always envisioned that, Matt and I had always envisioned that as its own property that Achievement Hunter fueled for the first few years. And for a long time, Achievement Hunter was Let's Play and Let's Play was Achievement Hunter, but that's not the end goal there.
Yeah.
We decided 2015 was the year, since we were moving Achievement Hunter stuff off of the Rooster Teeth channel, to give it its own space, start training people to know that that the shorter form Achievement Hunter entertainment lives there, and that's the core, and then Let's Play will continue to evolve and feature not less Achievement Hunter, but more other Fun Houses on there every week. Screw Attack will be on there. There'll be other people in the future. And start training people toward the idea that Let's Play is more than just Achievement Hunter.
And so, going back to the community stuff, you've got RTX coming this weekend.
Yeah.
What's it been like bringing that down to Australia?
Scary.
Yeah. Because of all the spiders and snakes?
That doesn't help. Snakes are not great.
Has anything attacked you yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, good.
It's super exhilarating and exciting. I mean, the first RTX in Austin was 500 people attendees, and now it has 65,000 or something.
Wow.
And it's however many years we've been doing it, 5 or 6 years. And then to try to do that again on the exact opposite side of the world is kind of a terrifying prospect.
It's kind of like starting again.
Yeah, it's totally the case. Luckily for us, Australia has been the greatest, most supportive market for us since very early on.
Yeah.
I think the first trip Rooster Teeth took to Australia was in 2004.
Right.
And we started in 2003.
Yeah.
So
been here since the beginning.
Had a very long, great relationship with Australia. So when it was time to grow, because the biggest complaint we get is that RTX sounds awesome, but I live on the other side of the world, or I live in England, and I can't afford a plane ticket. And nor should they spend that much money. They'll be totally like that. But if it's convenient for you to go to it, you should absolutely buy a ticket. And so when it came time to expand past Austin, we could have done something on the East Coast of America. We could have maybe done something in Canada or the UK, but I think Australia was everybody's first choice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I interviewed Gus last year. Yeah, I know. And he said that the biggest problem for him with conventions was organizing tables. Like just weird little things sort of pop up that you don't expect. Have you had to do any of that sort of grunt work, or are you getting the rockstar treatment and Gus handles all that shit?
Best part about RTX and RTX Australia is Gus does all of that. Gus and his team, and he has a whole team of people, and I just get to show up and be like, where do I sit?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's the best way. I have one more question.
Sure.
And I asked Gus this when he was in. With Rooster Teeth Achievement Hunt, everyone, you've got a huge amount of on-screen personalities. Who is your least favorite? If it helps, Gus said it was Bernie and Brandon.
I hate. This is gonna sound.
Don't say myself, because it's gonna get really weird and dark.
I'm probably my least favorite person.
Oh no! Don't say that.
I won't watch anything I'm in. Oh. And I haven't since the beginning.
But you're in so much.
I know.
So you don't watch anything.
I don't watch a lot of our content.
You're the least big fan of Achievement Hunter.
Yeah, like I've never watched one of our podcasts if I'm in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, things got weird. All right. Well, Jeff, thank you very much for joining me and hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck with the expo. And being told where to sit.
Hope to see you there.
Yes, definitely going to. And you've got Hex doing the keynote on Saturday.
Yeah, we were lucky.
Brilliant. All right, thanks very much, man.
No problem.
Where did Jeff go? All right, that's it for today's episode. My Pocketeers! Let us know in the comments what you would like for the talk through on Monday. And while you're on the internet, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and iView. Want to meet fellow Pocketeers? Then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at GoodGameTV, follow Pocket at NichBoy, at Pierreth, at GGEditMonkey. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day was made by Parallax Fluto. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Fluto. Have you made a thing? Then send it in. Until next week, NichBoy out! Seriously, Pete, I'm worried where Jeff went.